Testing sound. All right, welcome to Eastern Hancock High School and in Charlottesville, Indiana. And we're getting ready to play a baseball game between the Blue River Valley Vikings and the Eastern Hancock Royals. We are trying to test out a few things. I think I have stuff set up properly. If you check the QR code in the top left, I have worked on a program. So if you scan that QR code, it will show a game program for both teams with stats, records, lots of different things on there. So check that out. And we'll be getting started here just shortly. Do have the chat open, so if you notice any issues, you can send a message, and I can see it right here in the press box. I don't have. Did you ever get their lineups? Okay, I never got them typed up, but. Do a quick replay check. See if replay is working. And it was not. So let's get back to do what?
Welcome to tonight's matchup between the Blue River Valley Vikings versus your Eastern Hancock Royals. Let's meet the non-starters for
They're
Blue
doing
River
starting
Valley.
lineups at the moment.
Number 7, Connor Lewis. Number 10, Clinton Turley. 19, Clayton
Gonna do a replay
Turley.
check.
17, Carter Dickerson. Number 18, Tyler Sane. Number 11, Blake Silence. And number 5, Isaiah Gard. And now for your starters. Batting first, number 2, Damon Felix. Followed by number 4, Bryce Klein. Then number 3, Garrett Bren. Number 20, Jared Catron. 22, Connor Bilby. Number 13, Tyler Williams. Number 21, Nathan Blevins. Number 16, Lake Leonard. And number 8, Ethan Blackburn. And now for your Eastern Hancock Royals. For your non-starters, number 5, Logan Harmon. Leading us off, number 3, Wyatt Sutton. Followed by number 8, Brandon Ridgeway. Number 11, Landon Kittner. Number 12, Drew White. Number 7, CJ Tatera. Number 6, Chris Craney. Number 2, Landon Stanley. Number 21, Griffin Brown. And number 9, Joshua Hunt.
Okay, we're going to be doing the national anthem here, and I'm going to have to mute to avoid copyright. And we'll be back after the anthem. right, so we're back from the national anthem. We'll be starting here shortly. I will let you know I'm going to be muting quite a bit. So as they have, they're going to have music during between innings and walk-up songs. So to try to avoid the streams getting taken down, I'll probably be muting at different times. And hopefully everything works out all right. We should be on Facebook and on YouTube and Twitter, and then we're also on ihsatv.org. So you can catch us any of those places, and you might want to share that out there so more people know that we are live and for today's game. Just the second baseball we've done. We were going to do the baseball game last week, but snow interrupted that. So the plan was to do the lapel game last week as our game of the week, but was unable to do that, so obviously. But it's a great weather out today. Maybe a little bit windy, but the sun's shining, and hopefully have a good baseball game here today. This is a conference matchup between the Blue River Valley Vikings and the Royals. These are the current MEC standings. Blue River is currently 2-2 in the conference, while the Royals are 1-2 in the conference. Blue River's 3-4 overall, while the Royals are 4-7. Pitching for the Royals is Landon Stanley.
At bat, number 2, Damon Felix.
And I don't see. Let me get rid of that. Sorry. And that's a first popped up toward third base line. It's going to go just out of reach. So that's going to be strike one. And I don't know if my scoreboard's keeping up here. Another foul ball. Strike two. And I'm having scoreboard problems here. Let's see here. Not this again. So it's 1-2 count. Felix up the bat for the Vikings. It's going to be behind the batter. Two count. Let me get there we go. 2-2 pitch by Stanley coming. It's going to be in the dirt and outside. Full count. Griffin Brown is behind the plate. Landon Kittner's playing third. Wyatt Sutton playing shortstop. CJ Tatera playing second base. Drew White playing first. And the ball's hit right to Drew White. He snags it for the out. So I need to get used to hitting my replay. Number 4, Bryce Klein comes up the bat. Klein's currently hitting .425 on the season with 3 walks and 7 strikeouts. Fouled up, now to play. You may see the camera move a little bit. It's pretty windy. It's going to be strike 2. In the outfield, Josh Hunt's playing left field, Brandon Ridgeway is in center, and Chris Craney is playing right field for the Royals. And strike 3 looking.
At bat, Garrett Grimm.
Garrett Grimm comes to bat for the Vikings. He's batting .381 on the season. Has a home run. Just inside. Ball 1. And it's lined straight up towards center field. And that's going to be a base hit for Grimm and the Vikings. Two outs. Grimm on first base. Jared Catron, the senior, up to bat, batting .227 on the season with a home run. Low pitch, ball 1. Another low pitch. 2-0 count, 2 outs, runner on first. Low pitch. 3 balls, no strikes. Number 2, Landon Stanley pitching for the Royals on the mound. Strike 1. Strike 2. Now we're full count. 2 outs, runner on first. Outside walk. That's going to put runners at first and second.
At the plate, number 22, Connor Bilby.
It's going to bring up Connor Bilby, number 22, the senior, batting .300 on the season. That's hit out toward left field, shortstop. Wyatt Sutton's under it, and Wyatt Sutton makes the play for the 3rd out. So One hit there by the Vikings, a walk. And we move on to the second inning. So we'll be back after this commercial.
The pandemic has created an economic crisis for high school sports. Every school in Indiana is feeling the pinch.
High school athletic departments are funded by fans like you. Ticket sales pay for things like uniforms, facility maintenance, officials, and transportation. Replacing the revenue lost because of the pandemic is a huge challenge for schools.
Here's how you can help. Don't forget about high school sports. As soon as you feel safe and tickets are available, buy a ticket to the games and the meets.
Support the high schools in your community every way you can. Your money will go towards a great cause.
And you and your family will have a ton of fun. I'm Sandra Walter, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Thank you for your support of high school sports.
Your school, your children, your community. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
Leading off for your Royals, Wyatt Sutton.
All right, Wyatt Sutton up the bat first for the Royals. Again, if you hear it go mute, that's because I'm muting the sound at different points. Wyatt Sutton batting .543 with a home run this year so far. Count is 3 balls, 1 strike. Or maybe not. Maybe that. 4 balls, walk. Wyatt Sutton.
Up next, Brandon Ridgeway.
Brandon Ridgeway up the bat, sophomore. Ball 1. I don't know if you can hear the wind off my mic or not, but it's blowing pretty good through the press box. Ball 2. On the mound for the Vikings is Felix. Blevins playing third, Grimm playing shortstop, Klein playing second, Bilby playing first. Behind the plate is Catron. In the outfield, left field Williams, center field Blackburn, and right field Leonard. Three balls, 1 strike for Ridgeway. Wyatt Sutton on first. Foul back. Again, if you get a chance, share out the link. Share us on Facebook. Share out the YouTube link. Retweet us on Twitter. It's going to be strike 3.
At bat, Landon Kittner.
Landon Kittner, the senior. And he goes for a low pitch there. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Strike 2, looking that time. That's fouled down toward the third base dugout. 0-2 count. It's 1 out. Wyatt Sutton on first. Fouled back, an overhead. Kittner stays alive. Kittner is batting .316 with 1 home run and 13 RBIs. And he reaches out for that one. Fouls it off. Stays alive. Still 0-2 count. And that's going to be high. Tron does a nice job getting that high pitch. Kept Sutton at first. And Kittner pops it up toward first base. The play's made for the out. Wyatt Sutton gets back to first. And it's 2 outs.
At bat,
Drew White, the senior, steps up, batting .472. Sutton's going to try to steal second. He does safely. Sutton now in scoring position. Drew White up the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. And that's hit to the shortstop. Shortstop makes a play toward Drew. And he is out. So that's 3 outs. Royals leave 1 on base. And we move to the top of the second.
Sometimes it's the youngest members of our community who lead the way.
High school sports in Indiana are a great example. Student athletes want to play all their games and their tournaments.
So they're listening to their coaches and making the concessions and sacrifices they need to finish their seasons.
They're putting the school and their teammates first.
That's one of the greatest lessons taught by high school sports. The team always comes first. I'm Sandra Walter.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Let's follow the example of our student athletes and always put each other first.
Sacrifice, self-discipline, teamwork. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
Two-one count here. Ball's hit to second base. It's bobbled. Oh, really close play. They're going to call him out. But even I'm not sure if that's the right call.
Number 21, Nathan Lemons.
Seemed like he beat it out, but my vote doesn't count. 21. Blevins, the senior, up the bat for the Vikings. It's going to be a swing and a miss. Strike one. It's fouled off, strike two. 0-2 count. One out. No one on. Landon Stanley pitching. And it's going to be inside. Batter gets out of the way. Down low in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, there's gonna be times I'm gonna mute the sound, so that's why you didn't have any sound. And that's lined out to to center. Ridgeway plays it in. And
Number 16.
nice hit there by the Vikings. Leonard up. It's going to be low and in the dirt. So we'll, just to let you know, like, we'll be muting at different times when there's music playing or in other situations. Strike outside corner. Low and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, runner on first. Runner on first is Blevins. Leonard is hitting for the Vikings. And that's hit out towards center field shortstop. Center field calls off Sutton. They're still going to be able to get the, and the Royals get the out, but not with some excitement first. And
Number 8, Ethan Blackburn.
looked like Ridgeway called off Sutton. Ridgeway wasn't able to make the catch, and then Blevins was out at second. Strike 1. Blackburn up, freshman, batting 286 on the season. No walks, 5 strikeouts. And that's lined right to Wyatt Sutton. He makes the catch for the 3rd out. And we move to the bottom of the 2nd.
If we've learned one thing during the past year, we've learned that it's the little things about high school sports that mean the most.
Like giving a rose to your mom on senior night.
Or a team celebrating after a big conference win.
Or looking a teammate in the eye during the heat of battle and realizing you've got a friend for life. I'm Robert Falcons.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're assistant commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association.
Add up all the little things, and it's easy to see how much high school sports contribute to the character of our student athletes.
And to the culture of our state. High school sports help define us.
Thank you for your support of the high schools in your community.
Yes, thank you.
Take Hillfire.
This is what we do. This is why we play. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
CJ Tatera up the bat, sophomore. And he lines it right up just over the hands of the shortstop for a hit. Nice hit there by CJ.
At bat, Chris Craney.
Chris Craney comes to bat, senior. Outfield, playing right field today, batting .261. And he lines it right up the middle. It's going to be tag on the second. Try for the double play, but throw was not in time. But the out was. It did get CJ out at second. That brings up Landon Stanley, the pitcher. Batting .304 with 6 RBIs. Showing bunt right now. And fouls it off. 0-1 count with 1 out. Again, we do have chat open, so if you notice any video issues or sound issues, just let me know through the chat on Facebook or YouTube. I can see it. Here, also Periscope. I see some are watching by Periscope. So, or Twitter. And the wild pitch gets by. Pass ball. It's going to advance. Craney to second. 1-1 count with 1 out. I believe it's the second time the Royals have had someone in scoring position. Strike right down the middle. And it's fouled off over the first base dugout. Outside. And I think my count's off here. Should be 2-2 count. 1 out. And right up the middle. Klein makes a play on it, knocks it down, but can't make the throw. And now we have runners at the corners.
At the plate, Griffin Brown.
It's going to bring up Griffin Brown, junior catcher, batting .296, has 7 RBIs on the season, looking to get one here with runners on first and third. Showing bunt, pulls back, strike. Stanley takes second. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Just 1 out. Ball outside. And my count's off again. I need to remember to reset the batter each time. 1-1 count, 1 out. Inside. Both these teams seem to be evenly matched in some of the games they've played this year. Strike swinging there for Brown. Both teams beat Tri-High by similar scores. And some of their other games seem to be similar in their common opponents. Inside. It's going to be full count, 1 out, runners on first and second. And it's popped up towards second base, and Klein makes the out at second. It's going to be 2 outs.
At bat, Josh Hunt.
It's going to be Josh Hunt here, up the bat in the 9th spot. Ball high. I think Josh is looking for his first hit. Has 1 RBI on the season. I think it's 2-0, but I'm not 100% sure. Strike, swinging. What is it? 1, 2, 2. Sorry. Strike 2. 2-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And Josh hits it straight away to center field. But Blackburn gets under it and gets the out and ends the inning. Royals had runners on second and third threatening, but we move on to the top of the third.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the diamond.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Number 2, Damon Felix up the bat. First time up. I think he just got out. It's outside pitch by Stanley. Do want to thank everybody watching. We have a nice spread, like pretty balanced between Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. IHSA TV, RHSATV.org. Three-0 count to Felix. It's going to be a 4-pitch walk.
Bryce Klein.
It's going to bring up Bryce Klein. Klein struck out on his first at bat. Ball one. Strike swing. 1-1 count, runner on first. Felix is on first. Same lineup we've had in the field. Griffin Brown behind the plate. Landon Stanley pitching on the mound. And it's going to be fouled back right at us. And over. One-two count. Infield's Landon Kittner on third. Wyatt Sutton's playing shortstop. CJ Tatera's playing second. And Drew White playing first. Hit right up towards center field. Ridgeway gets under it and makes the out. It's really windy, but I don't think the wind is helping hitting at all. Seems like the ball's hit pretty well, but it dies down pretty quick. And Grimm up the bat for the Vikings. Grimm last time got a hit. Fouls this one down the first baseline. Strike swing. Griffin Brown throws it as Felix steals second. Throw not in time. And it's an 0-2 count. Vikings threatening with runners in runner in scoring position. One out. And the pitch is behind the hitter. Two one. I have it at 2-2. Ball's low. 3-2 count, full count. And the ball's hit there to CJ. CJ makes the throw to Drew. Get the out, but the runner advances the third. 2 outs.
Number 20, Jared Catron.
Jared Catron comes up the bat, batting .227. Has 5 RBIs and a home run. And that's hit out towards center field. Ridgeway makes the play. No, he drops it. And that's going to score Felix, and that's going to be our first run of the game. Vikings lead 1-0.
Number 22, Connor Bilby.
Both these teams are off tomorrow, I believe, unless there's been a schedule change. Wapahani, the Royals play Wapahani on Thursday, and the Vikings play at Westdale on Friday. This is 22, Bilby. He was 0 for 1 on the day. We weren't originally planning on doing this game. We were originally planning on doing the lapel game last week, and then snow interrupted that. And then we were planning on doing the girls softball game last night against a ranked opponent. But then that game got canceled, and so we were able to make it out tonight. Thinking about doing the EH Track Invitational on Thursday, weather permitting. So right now the weather doesn't look good on Thursday, but we're gonna walk. It's gonna advance runners to first and second. So right now we're planning on trying the track invitational, and we tried a multi-camera setup, but if we can't have iPads out in the weather, if it's raining, we may just film the running events, or we might not be able to do it at all. So we'll see. But our plan is to do Thursday's EH Track Invitational. And it's line-tied up. Sutton's going to make the play, get the out at second, and that's going to be it. And I did try a replay. So you might see one of our replays here during this inning break. There you can see the stats from the game so far. And
Number 3, Wyatt Sutton.
we're going to have Wyatt Sutton up next. Wyatt walked at his first at bat. And ball one there. Strike one swinging. Let's see if I can adjust this camera just a tad. Afraid it might mess some of their stuff up. And he fouls that off. He hits it down right to the first baseman, and he just steps on the bag for the first out of the inning.
Up next,
So Brandon Ridgeway up the bat. First time up for Brandon, he struck out. It's going to be low. Am I wrong? 1-1. It's 1-1. One-two count. Brandon, just a sophomore, playing center field today. Ball high. 2-2 count. Every now and then during the breaks you see our, oh, nice hit towards center field. And the catch is made. The wind just kind of kills it today.
up next, number 11, Landon Kittner.
And we got Landon Kittner up, senior. 2 outs, nobody on, swing and a miss, strike one. I was mentioning I've been showing the family sponsors every now and then between the innings. So do want to thank all those individuals that have become family sponsors. There's a link that scrolls across the bottom, tinyurl.com/EH Royal Pride. It's helped us a lot here, and this time fouled off toward third base and out of play. So really appreciate all those people that have become family sponsors here during this school year. It's really helped out the athletic department when we haven't been able to sell as many tickets. Good news is in spring, like right now, baseball and softball, there are no capacity limits at this time. So hit right back up toward the pitcher, and they get the out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Royals go down. Vikings lead 1-0 heading to the bottom of the fourth. Or third. Where are we in? Third. Sorry. There you can see our list of family sponsors. So thank you to all those people that are becoming sponsors. A lot of people stepped up and helped us out, and we really, really, really appreciate it. We also have, you notice in the top right, you can see a couple new corporate sponsors up there right now that have recently been added. So if you're interested in becoming a corporate sponsor, contact the athletic department. They have different packages for the Booster Club and different levels. All of them include getting your logo up there on the all the live streams that whenever we're able to. Every now and then we have a few, like those middle school basketball games and such that we were doing, didn't have the capabilities of doing that, but most of these we do. And well, Caden, I don't know. Your family's the one running the scoreboard. He says isn't it the fourth inning? Is it the fourth inning? Is it the fourth inning? So, yes, it is. Thanks, Caden. Good work from home. We'll blame Olivia. How about that? So.
Number 21, Nathan Blevins.
So Blevin up the bat. Blevin currently has a hit, 1 for 1, and he hits this one deep in the gap and gets another hit for the Vikings.
Number 16.
And we're at the top of the fourth. Okay. And I'm not sure. We have, let me get my lineup up here. Blevin's on first. Leonard up the bat for the Vikings. And outside. Ballo. Three-0 count. No outs, runner on first. And it's a four pitch walk.
At bat number 8, Ethan Blackburn.
Blackburn comes to bat, the freshman. And we have a timeout. As we were talking about, the Royals play against Wapahani, and then they have Monroe Central Thursday and Friday this week, so 2 more conference games. And Blue River plays Westdell, and I'm not sure their Max Preps is completely updated with all their stats and schedule. So, but it shows Westdell on Friday, and then having quite a bit of time off playing then Centerville. But I'm going to guess that there's some games missing in there. No outs, 2 on for the Vikings here in the top of the fourth. Landon Stanley pitching on the mound for the Royals. Ball low and outside. And strike swinging. Blackburn last time up is 0-1 for the day so far. Low. Going to steal third. Throw is a little late. And Blevins steals third. And I'm sorry I didn't switch cameras for that. I don't think Brown was expecting Blevins to run there, and maybe a little bit of a delay. 1-2 count. Runners on the corners. And that's going to be... Is that not strike three? It's got it at 2-2. And that's low and outside. Ball gets away from Brown. And Vikings take second. So Blevins on third base for the Vikings. Leonard on second. And we're now at full count. 3-2. And inside, gonna walk. And that's gonna load the bases. Here with no outs.
Number 2, Damon Felix.
And that's going to bring the Vikings up to the top of their lineup here with bases loaded. Felix batting .200 on the season. And it's hit second base. Gets by CJ. And that's going to score the Vikings. They're going to send another runner home. Throw is at the plate. And they called him out. So we're going to get that replay, hopefully. Finally get to use the replay button. They did score a run.
At bat, number 4, Bryce Klein.
And Bryce Klein comes up. Runners at first and second with one out. Klein before has struck out once and got out once in his 2 at-bats. Inside. If we get a chance, we'll come back to that replay. Check out that play at the plate. Too bad I didn't have this view on for it. And it's hit right to between shortstop and third. And that's going to bring a runner home. And RBI there by Bryce Klein. And that brought in
At bat, number 3, Garrett Grimm.
And the Vikings take a 3-0 lead. And another timeout. And seems like the stream's been running pretty good as far as video connection issues. And we're going to take a quick commercial.
The innocence of youth. Is there anything any better? But soon they'll be in high school and facing all the same challenges you faced. how to make friends, how to fit in, how to be cool. We want our children to have everything they'll need to live fulfilling and productive lives. Make sure the kids in your family are among the more than 160,000 participants here in Indiana who take part in high school sports.
Had a pitching change as Chris Craney goes to the mound. Landon Stanley moves to the right field. It's going to bring up Grimm. Grimm is batting .381 on the season, 1 home run, and is 1 for 2 on the game so far. Strike one, hits the inside corner. Gets away from Brown. It's going to send the runner to third and second. Both runners advance. One. Just one out. Runners on second and third. Hit right down to the third base. It's going to be fair. They're going to throw it home. They got him in a rundown. Oh, and the ball is dropped, and that's going to advance Vikings for a score. Blackburn's going to or Felix, I believe, actually is going to score in that. And a couple little mistakes here in this top of the fourth has cost the Royals. Still just one out. The Royals now lead 4-0, or Vikings lead 4-0. Catron steps up. Catron's currently walked once and 0 for 1 hitting. Strike one there. It's going to be inside. Oh, inside strike two looking. Got the inside corner apparently. 0-2 count, 1 out. Low ball to 1. And that's going to be hit right up the middle. Sutton can't get to it. It's going to score at least one. Runners at the corner. Vikings 5-0 lead.
At the plate, number 22, Connor Bilby.
Bilby steps up. 0 for 1 with a walk so far today. He fouls it up, out of play. Strike. 0-2 count, 1 out. Vikings have Grimm on third, Catron on first, Bilby at the plate. Royals have Craney on the mound. That's lined right up center field. Gonna score Grimm.
Up next, number 13, Tyler Williams.
Tyler Williams steps up and is batting .333 on the season. Junior. And is 0 for 2 so far today. That's foul back out of play. 0-2 count. That's fouled off again. Just looking at our EH Sports Network schedule coming up, we're planning on doing, weather permitting here, the EH Track Invitational on Thursday. Next week, I believe our game of the week is possibly the softball game against Union County. Union County number 2 in the state. And the Royals also in the top 10. Lined up the shortstop. Wyatt gets the out at second, but not able to pull the double play.
Up next, number 21, Nathan Blevins.
So track invitational Thursday this week, hopefully. Next week, softball game, Union County. I think baseball team's mostly away next week. And then I believe we have another baseball game. I think we're leaning toward maybe Moorestown game being the next baseball game that we'll do. And that's fouled off. Blevins up the bat. Kind of one of the key players that started this rally for the Vikings early in this inning. Blevins is 2 for 2 with a run scored. And he hits it up to shortstop. Sutton makes the play, throws the first. Blevins is out. And the Royals get out of the inning. And we move to the bottom of the fourth. Drew White comes up, the senior, playing first base today. Drew so far is 0 for 1. Oh, he hits it right to the shortstop. Shortstop makes a play, and he's going to be, Drew runs it out. So
Up next, number 7.
played well there by Grimm at shortstop, but Drew runs it out. CJ Tatera steps up, the sophomore, playing second base today. Strike one looking. CJ is 1 for 1 so far today. And he fouls that off. 0-2 count, I guess. Inside. Drew White's going to try to steal second, and he does. Royals need to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth after the Vikings had a big top of the fourth inning. Outside. Ball 2. 2-2 count. And CJ fouls that off. It's going to be out of play. Remains 2-2. Three-two count. Hits it out towards second base. And Klein makes the play. Out number 1.
Batting next, number 6, Chris Craney.
Chris Craney 0 for 1 so far today. Up the bat for the Royals, showing bunt here. And Felix steps off the mound. Drew's going to try to steal third, and he does. Oops, and I'm sorry I didn't switch cameras. He made it. I promise. I don't know if I like the whole pitching close-up cam or not, but I hit the replay to show nothing. So Drew White advances the third. 1 out, and the count is actually, oh, good hit by Craney. That's going to get an RBI, and the Royals are going to get on the board. So. Landon Stanley steps up after the RBI there by Chris Craney. Landon's 1 for 1. And Catron, the catcher, mishandles the ball. And it's 2-0. Strike. 2-1 count. Craney on first. And Stanley hits it out toward right field, and they make the catch. It's going to hold Craney at first. That's going to bring up Griffin Brown. Griffin Brown is currently 0 for 1 on the day. Pitch is high. I haven't decided if I like this zoomed in camera view or not, or just stick to the zoomed out, but sometimes I forget to hit the button to zoom it out. Strike. 1-1 count. The Brown, or no, is it 2-1? 2-1 count to Brown. Inside. I think they're going to say he got hit. I believe.
Next for your Royals, number 9, Joshua Hunt.
So that's going to bring up Josh Hunt. Brown advances to first.
Logan Harmon running for our catcher, Griffin Brown.
Logan Harmon pinch running for Griffin Brown. Guess I should have replayed that. See how close that came to Griffin. So runners, now Logan Harmon is on first, running for Griffin Brown. Chris Craney's on second. Josh Hunt up the bat. So they like the zoomed in view. That's what I want to know. I want to know your opinion. So thank you for letting me know. Just sometimes I forget to hit the zoom out button after the ball's hit, or if someone's stealing. Ooh, outside corner. 0-2. Last time Josh was up, he was 0 for 1. He hit it, I believe, to center field. And that's going to get past the catcher, and that's going to move both runners. And 1-2 count. 2 outs, 2 on. A base hit here would be huge to give the Royals a chance to close this gap. It's outside past the pitcher. We're going to have a play at the plate. Nope. And we're going to get a run on the passed ball, wild pitch. And Royals score. And that was a ball. So it should be what, 2-2? 2-2 count, 2 outs, runner on third. And that's a little bit high. It's going to make it a full count. That's high. Josh Hunt walks. He's going to put runners on the corner. We're going to move to the front top of the lineup.
Next for your Royals, number
So Wyatt Sutton leading off, or the leadoff hitter. So we're at the top of the lineup, and he fouls that one off. Vikings, really it was a close game here, and then Vikings had a 5-run top of the fourth, and the Royals are trying to get back in it here in the bottom of the fourth. And Wyatt fouls that one off. 0-2 count. Oh, why? I keep forgetting to reset my batter. 0-2 count. 2 outs. Logan Harmon is at third. Josh Hunt is on first. Felix pitching for the Vikings. And the ball gets away. It's going to move Hunt to second. But Harmon stays at third. Now 2 runners in scoring position. 1-2 count. It's going to be outside. Nope. 2-2. 2 outs, 2 on. Going to be inside, going to be full count. And Wyatt hits out toward left field. It's going to fall, misplayed by the left fielder. That's going to score 2 runs. Wyatt's going to be getting all the way. He's running for third base, and he's going to get a triple, and 2 RBI triple. So big hit by Wyatt Sutton there. And the Royals getting back into this game. Oop, I gave the points out.
number 8, Brandon Ridgeway.
Brandon Ridgeway comes up. Ridgeway's 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far today. Wyatt Sutton with that triple now on third. Ridgeway the tying run at the plate. And he fouls that off over toward the first base dugout. And foul. The left fielder there, Williams, for the Vikings, kind of misplayed it. The wind is really blowing toward left field, so I imagine it just came back on him. And big play there for the Royals. One count to Ridgeway here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. 1-2 count. A lot of the damage here has been with 2 outs. So the Royals have had some clutch hitting here late. Inside ball. 2-2. Hope you've enjoyed the game. Make sure you share it out there on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And swing and a miss on a low pitch. And I guess they're saying he tipped it, maybe. So 2-2. And high, full count. Felix has pitched the whole way for the Vikings, and that's going to be ball 4. Good patience there by Ridgeway. It's going to bring up Landon Kittner. And Kittner hits it toward right field. And the right fielder makes the catch and ends the inning. And we will move on to the top of the 5th. All right, we're back here for the top of the 5th. Royals score 4 to close the gap. And that's going to be fouled back. Royals can't quite get to it. So the Vikings scored 5 in the top of the 4th. And the Royals counter with 4 of their own in the bottom of the 4th to get to the 6-4 score. Big triple there by Wyatt Sutton. Knocked in a few RBIs. And really a lot of 2-out hits to spur that run for the Royals. And that's popped up toward third base. Kittner makes the play. Out number 1.
Batting next, number 8, Ethan Blackburn.
Ethan Blackburn, the freshman, is 0 for 1 with a walk and a run. He had a huge play where he got in the rundown, I believe. Or no, maybe that was Felix that got in the rundown. And that's popped up in the infield. Kittner's going to drop it. Unable to make the play. And Blackburn gets the first.
2, Damon Felix.
So the air there by Kittner. And now Felix up. Like I mentioned earlier, Felix had a huge play. He got down in a rundown between home and third. And Royals misplayed it. And the Vikings runners advanced and scored. Ball high. Chris Craney on the mound for the Royals. Ball outside. Ball outside again. 3-0 count. Inside. Going to be a 4-pitch walk.
At bat number 4, Bryce Klein.
Bryce Klein steps up the bat. Klein is 1 for 3 with an RBI, a strikeout, and a run. Strike, right down the middle looking. Must have been low. Ball. 1-1 count, 1 out. Runners at second and first. Blackburn's on second. Felix is on first. Klein is at the plate. Strike inside, looking. And that's going to be fouled off. Remains 1-2. And fouled off again, out of play. And right up the middle, nice hit by Klein. That's going to score one. Nope, no. It's going to hold. They hold the runners. And it's going to load the bases.
At bat number 3, Garrett Grimm.
Grimm comes up. 1 for 3 on the day with an RBI and a run. Grimm also has a home run this season, batting .381. Strike on the inside corner. And that's hit out towards center field. Ridgeway tries to make the play. He does make the catch. Runners all retreat to their bases. And we've got 2 outs.
Batting next, number 20.
Good play by Ridgeway there. Should have replayed it, but you probably wouldn't have been able to see it anyways. So 2 outs, bases loaded. important for the Royals here to try to get out of this inning without any more damage. See if they can get something going here in the bottom of the 5th to close the gap. Catron is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk so far today. And fouled off. 1-1 count. Outside. Umpire thought about it, I think. Two on, 2 outs. Inside. 3-1, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Can't walk in a run here. That's going to be hit down the third base line, and Kittner's going to make the play at third for the out. And the Royals get out of the inning, and the Vikings leave 3 on and do not score any runs. We move to the bottom of the 5th. Drew wide up, fouled off. 1-1 count. So I got one more replay on that I can go through, but we ran out of time there between innings. We'll get to it later. Ball. So big end to that inning there. Now the Royals just 2-run deficit. Oh. Drew reaches for that one, fouls it off. 2-2 count. Oop, inside, gonna hit by pitch on the shoulder. Drew's gonna take first.
Up next.
CJ steps in. Drew White on first now. And swing and a miss. CJ is 1 for 2 today. One. And CJ shows bunt, fouls it off. One, two. That's going to be a ball. 2-2 count. Felix has gone the whole way for the Vikings on the mound. Outside. Did they change? Oh, it is. It's Grimm. Sorry. Grimm is the new pitcher. Full count. Drew's going to steal second, and he steals it easily. Did he strike out on it? Or what's?
Up next, number 6, Chris Craney.
I missed the. So Drew takes second, but CJ strikes out, I believe. And that brings up Chris Craney. Chris is 1 hit, 1 for 2 with an RBI and a run. Drew steals third. Really, Chris Craney kind of got the last inning going in the right direction for us. So see if he can get something going for us here. Fouled off. Drew White's on third base. 1 out. A strike, and that's going to be a strikeout. 2 strikeouts here in a row for Grimm.
Up next for your Royals, number 2, Landon Stanley.
Ball outside. So strike looking. Big at bat here for Stanley. Stanley is 1 for 2. And strike swinging. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on third, which is Drew White. Landon Stanley at the mound or at the plate. Grimm at the mound for the Vikings. And it's going to be strike 3 swinging. So Grimm steps in, has a nice little inning here, and retires the side, leaving Drew White on third. And we move to the top of the 6th. 22, Connor Bilby up the bat. We've got, he so far is 1 for 2 with an RBI and a walk. Coming down to the last 2 innings here. So still a 2-run ball game. So you might share it out there on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. We're also on ihsatv.org. Thank you for those that have joined us. We appreciate it. This is our EH Sports Network Game of the Week. Strike, 3-1 count. And that's line down the third base line, just foul. Makes it a full count. And that's hit deep out towards center field. Ridgeway gets underneath it, gets the out. So nice play there by Brandon.
Up next, number 13, Tyler Williams.
Tyler Williams comes up for the Vikings. He is 0 for 3 on the day. Ball 1. We're trying to do a first, hopefully on Thursday night. Looking to possibly do our EH Track Invitational. We put a little bit of time in the logistics of that, seeing how we can maybe have cameras at different areas, long jump, high jump, throwing, and the running events. So we're hoping for good weather on Thursday to allow us to do that first track invitational. If weather's too bad, we may do a ball 4-pitch walk. If the weather's bad on Thursday, which last I looked, it looked like it was going to be pretty rainy. So, but we'll see what we can do. We might not be able to have the cameras out in the weather, so we might not be able to have them at long jump. So looking ahead, hopefully hoping to do that on Thursday. Blevins up the bat for the Vikings. Strike 1 swinging. Blevins has really had a nice game. 2 for 3 with a run, and has played pretty well this entire game. So Blevins is a senior. That's inside. 1-1 count. And that's going to be hit right by Drew White. And CJ's unable to handle it. Blevin gets another base hit, and I didn't change to the field camera. Sorry. Again.
Up next is number 16, Lake Leonard.
Leonard comes up. Lake Leonard, 0 for 2 with a walk so far today. Runners on first and second, 1 out. And that's a nice line drive out towards center field, right past Ridgeway in center. That's going to score at least 1. And the ball gets past third base. Runner's going to hold. And a double there for Leonard. And the Vikings extend their lead.
Blackburn. concession stand has 7 hot dogs left at $1 each.
7-4 now. And that's going to bring up number 8, freshman. 1 for 2 with a walk. He hits it the shortstop Sutton. He's going to try to go to third. Ball gets past third. And just noticed, I believe, I've been calling these out wrong. Ridgeway is now at third. Landon Stanley's playing center. Harmon is playing right field. And I don't have my bases right. 8-4. Ball outside. Ten hits so far for the Vikings. Royals have just 5. Royals have 3 fielding errors, however. Leonard's on third. Blackburn is on first. Felix in the top of the lineup up the bat for the Vikings. Three-0 count. And shows bunt. They're going to make a play at home, and he's going to get called out at home. I thought the tag was a little high and he was under the tag, but the umpire calls him out at home. And it's 2 outs. So the Vikings fans don't agree with the call. I did replay it. We might look at it between innings. 2 outs, 8-4 here in the top of the 6th. Runners on first and third. And that is popped up. And the catch is made by Landon Stanley for the 3rd out. And we move on to the bottom of the 6th here with the Vikings leading 8-4. And we'll check out those replays here in the between innings. Griffin Brown comes up for the Royals here to start the bottom of the 6th. And Grimm starts them off, the Vikings off with a strike. And that's going to be high. Grimm has pitched about 7 innings with 14 strikeouts and 9 walks on the season. Has not given up a home run on the season, the sophomore. And the count is 1-2. That's going to be right down the middle, strike 3.
Batting next for your Royals, number 9, Josh Hunt.
Josh Hunt comes up the bat. It's 2-0 count to start. 1 out. Royals need to get something going on here to try to get back in this game. Grimm pitching well here for the Vikings in relief. Ball high. 3-1 count. And that's going to be strike 2, full count. And strike 3 swinging.
Next at bat, number 3,
Wyatt Sutton comes to bat. Wyatt is 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs and a walk, including a triple today. And 3-0 count. Strike right down the middle looking. Ball 4. So Sutton takes first base on the walk.
number 8, Brandon Ridgeway.
Brandon up the bat. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a strikeout. And he fouls that one off. Two outs. Wyatt Sutton on first. Brandon Ridgeway up the bat. One count. Strike. Inside corner. 1-2. 2 outs. Runner on first. And outside. Oh, strike 3. Outside corner. That's 3 outs, and we move to the top of the 7th. With the Vikings leading 8-4.
The pandemic has created an economic crisis for high school sports. Every school in Indiana is feeling the pinch.
High school athletic departments are funded by fans like you. Ticket sales pay for things like uniforms, facility maintenance, officials, and transportation. Replacing the revenue lost because of the pandemic is a huge challenge for schools.
Here's how you can help. Don't forget about high school sports. As soon as you feel safe and tickets are available, buy a ticket to the games and the meets.
Support the high schools in your community every way you can. Your money will go towards a great cause.
And you and your family will have a ton of fun. I'm Sandra Walter, Assistant Commissioner of the IHSAA.
And I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Thank you for your support of high school sports.
Your school, your children, your community. This is what high school sports in Indiana are all about. This is your IHSAA.
Sometimes it's the youngest members of our community who lead the way.
High school sports in Indiana are a great example. Student athletes want to play all their games and their tournaments.
So they're listening to their coaches and making the concessions and sacrifices they need to finish their seasons.
They're putting the school and their teammates first.
That's one of the greatest lessons taught by high school sports. The team always comes first. I'm Sandra Walter.
And I'm Chris Kaufman. We're both Assistant Commissioners of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Let's follow the example of our student athletes and always put each other first.
Brandon Ridgeway comes in the pitch for the Royals. And up the bat is Grimm, who is 1 for 4 on the day with a hit, an RBI, and a run. Ball 2. 2-0 count. You want to thank everybody for watching the EH Sports Network Game of the Week today. Trying to do about one event each week, picking between softball and baseball. Three-one count. We mentioned earlier we're hoping to do track meet on Thursday night, but last I looked, weather forecast didn't look promising. Inside, ball 4. Oh, he called it inside strike. So even got me on that full count. And that's going to be hit over to Drew White. He makes the play for the first out.
Up next for your Vikings, number 20, Jared Catron.
Catron steps up with 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. And that's going to be fouled up over the first base dugout. Inside. 1-1 count with an out. I forgot to mark the out. Inside, ball 2. Strike 1 looking, or strike 2 looking, sorry. 2-2 count. Inside corners called strike 3. 2 outs.
Up next, number 22, Connor Bilby.
Ridgeway. I was going to check here. What is Ridgeway's 11th strikeout on the season. Bilby comes up to bat. Bilby's 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. And he hits it to third base. Played well. And Drew digs it. No, he doesn't. He gets by Drew. And I should have switched to the field cam. So Harmon's throw gets past Drew White. And the runner gets the first.
Tyler Williams.
Williams comes up 0 for 3 with a walk and a run. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 count. 2 outs, runner on first. Vikings lead 8-4 here in the top of the 7th. Ball outside. Ball inside. 2-2. Strike 3. And that ends the inning. We move to the bottom of the 7th. Do you want to mention we will be looking for a Paxton Farm Sweet Corn Player of the Game? So if you have a recommendation for that, then send us a message in the comments, and we'll be calling that after the game. Logan Harmon comes up the bat for the first time for the Royals here in the bottom of the 7th. Royals trail 4-8. And ball 1. Harmon has scored a run, pinch running earlier in the game for Griffin Brown. Swing and a miss. 1-1 count. Ball low and outside. 2-1. Ooh. I think he foul tipped it and it went off of him after the tip. Hit him. Seems to be okay. 2-2. And Logan's going to walk.
Up next for your Royals, number 12, Drew White.
Drew White up the bat here. Oops, not Logan Harmon. Drew White. Ball 1. Logan Harmon's on first base after he walked. Strike right down the middle looking. 1-1 count. And really need to get something going here with the bats. Here they have a chance. Strike, curved back inside. Nice pitch there by, I believe it's Grimm. Yep. Grimm has done a nice job pitching since he came in. Drew hits it up toward first base, and the first baseman makes the catch and the out. That holds
Up next for your Royals,
Harmon
7, CJ Tatera.
at first base. CJ Tatera steps up. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2 looking. 0-2, 1 out, 1 runner on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. And Harmon's going to steal second. And CJ's going to swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Chris Craney. So far, Garrett Grimm has 6 strikeouts in just over 2 innings pitched. And there's a strike right there. Ball outside. 1-1 count, 2 outs. Strike right down the middle. 1-2, 2 outs. that's going to be strike 3. And that's going to be the ball game with the Vikings winning 8-4. And before we wrap up here real quick, we will choose a Paxton Farm Sweet Corn player of the game. I'm going to look at the stats real quick before I make a decision here. We'll put those on screen. Oh, I thought I was, but it didn't seem. Let me go back to this camera. So looking at the stats for the Royals, I think we're going to go with Wyatt had a huge triple there, scored 2 RBIs. He was 1 for 2 with 2 walks. And I think we're going to go with the Paxton Farm Sweet Corn player of the game as Wyatt Sutton. And we will congratulations to him on the great game. Good hit there. That kind of got the Royals, closed the gap. They were down, and they got it down to 6-4, and we weren't quite able to get it any closer than that. So the Royals lose 8-4. Planning on doing the track meet on Thursday night, hopefully, weather permitting. We'll see what the situation holds. And if we're unable to do that, we will the next game we're probably going to do next week's game, softball game against Union County. Union County comes in ranked number 2 in the state. The Royals are in the top 10. I think this week they're 8th in the state. So a big matchup next week. So looking forward to possibly giving you that Union County versus Eastern Hancock softball game next week. The Royals here with the baseball team, they traveled or they play Wapahani here on Thursday night, again, weather permitting. And they're also home on Friday against Monroe Central. So a couple more conference games. Looking at the conference standings real quick, that's going to move Blue River to 3-2 in the conference. The Royals dropped to 1-3. And the Royals have coming up the first and second place teams in the conference, Monroe Central and Wapahani. So schedule doesn't get any easier for the Royals. While the Vikings are going to be taking on West Dell on Friday night at West Dell, who is 2-2 in the conference. So I really want to thank everyone for watching tonight and appreciate everybody coming to watch the EH Sports Network Game of the Week. And we hopefully will see you next time. Good night.